I've been playing the new Skate game for a bit, like a few days or so, and I have also, sadly, been on the internet. Just checking everything out, checking out the sick clips you guys are hitting, and reading what everybody's saying, watching the videos of people talking about their game and their experience with it and all that, and all the good stuff, all the stuff you normally see online anytime a new game comes out. Now, I've been playing this game, and I am having an absolute blast. Leading up to this game coming out, I have been playing Skate 3 for the last, 2 months, just in excitement for this game to come out, because I didn't get any access to the real early access, the alpha, or whatever it was called. I didn't get in until everybody else got in. I had seen some clips, though, from YouTubers and stuff. They got early access to it, and my hopes pretty high, actually. Ironically, everybody clowning on it, but seeing the clips, I saw the skating and stuff, and I mean, look at that. I was like, dude, that looks fun. I was like, it's gotta be fun. It looks so fun. So the game came out, I was real excited. I downloaded it instantly. And what did I think of it? Okay, so all that hype, and I'm a big Skate fan. I didn't play the original Skate, the first one, but Skate 2 is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. And so that begs the question, where do I stand here on this one, this new Skate? Well, I love it. I think it is super fun. It's different, but it still has the Skate vibe. Even though everybody wants to say that it doesn't, it does. People are hating on this game left and right, which, everything deserves criticism, obviously, because nothing is perfect. But some of you guys are taking it a little far. Like IGN, I've seen just released a review for this game, and it's got a 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10 seems absolutely absurd to me, because did you guys play the game, or are you just... Okay, it's got problems. Yes, it's got problems. But the actual gameplay, which to me, any game, the whole reason I sit down to play games is because I want to play something that's fun, right? Isn't that why we sit down to play video games? We want to play something that's fun. I sit down, I open this game, and I enjoy it. I don't need anything else. I think IGN was just hopping on the bandwagon a little bit with that one because they see everybody else hating it online, and they're like, oh, we could score some free cool internet points if we also hate on this game. Because, IGN, notorious for giving high reviews. I guess they didn't get paid off by EA this one time, and so they were like, okay, we can leave a bad review and people will think we're legit again. Guess what? You're still kind of not. I see a lot of comments, too, and Reddit posts and stuff like that, and even in the YouTube videos about people who, they keep referencing the old games, which are absolute masterpieces for the most part. They had some jank too, but great games. And basically the entire gist of their posts and videos is that they just want the old game. They literally want the old game again. Why? I mean, those games still exist. If you don't like this and you just want to play Skate 2, the Skate 2 is still out there. Like, you can still get it. If you prefer Skate 3, it's still out there. The original Skate, you like the real dirty one, the original one, it's still out there. And even still, people are clowning this game for being different, but every Skate game was different than the other one. Literally, all 3 Skate games, if you've played them, are different than each one. They're all kind of their own unique game, but they just have the similar skating style, which is in this game. And I'm probably going to get some hate for this, but I don't care, because the skating in this game is better than the skating in Skate 1, 2, or 3. It is the best skating out of all the Skate games. I will fight tooth and nail for that stance. The skating in this game is so satisfying. It's so much smoother, and the games were great at the time. They were revolutionary because coming from Tony Hawk and stuff where you just smash buttons to the new stick controls, absolutely revolutionary, and for the time, super sick. Even going back and playing Skate 3, like I said, I was having a blast. I mean, it's a great game. I love it. It's incredible. But these feel so much more modern. It's clearly, when you go back and play those old games, which I'm assuming a lot of these people haven't even done, they just, they're relying on their nostalgia, because these are so much smoother. These are those old controls, but brought into a more modern environment, and they're just so much cleaner. Okay, another issue I hear talked about is the free-to-play, and this one, I can see, where people would have an issue with that, but I come from Rocket League, and I feel like the biggest thing that ever happened to that game was it going free to play. So I don't actually mind the free to play model. It's not that bad, because if Skate 4 came out, okay, and it was $70, it would sell a decent amount because it's Skate, but it wouldn't sell a whole ton. I don't mean to, shill here, but whenever a game is free to play and they got these microtransactions in it, which are purely cosmetic, then that leads to us being able to get all kinds of events and new stuff all the time, whether it be cosmetics, stuff to do, new maps, new parts of the map, new boards, just stuff added constantly because they have a constant revenue stream coming in, which I know, big company, I shouldn't be talking business, but I mean, it is business. The free-to-play model is, I feel like, really smart for this game because they can make the gameplay perfect. It's so good. And then they can monetize it through the cosmetics. Anybody who wants the game doesn't have to pay $70 for it. They can download it and do what I'm doing right here, right now. They can play this game and have access to some of the best skateboarding gameplay, I think, in any skateboarding game ever for absolutely free. And I don't hate that. I like that. It's a minimal barrier to entry, and we get more players and we get more stuff from it. And actually, one thing I am worried about is kind of the opposite of what everyone else is worrying about, where they announced the new update coming with the first season pass, and they talked about changing the lighting, and they show it and it's kind of like more yellow, but everybody's saying like how it looks so much better, but I don't think I agree. I don't think it really looks any better. I think it just looks kind of yellow for no reason. But I really hope that the devs, you know, they make their own thing here with this new skate, and they don't try to really recreate the old games again and cave to all the people who are die-hard hating this game because it's not the original trilogy. It's never gonna be the original trilogy. All the skate games are different. This game is different, and I want it to stand on its own too. I don't want them to cave and try to bring in all the stuff that makes it more like those games and really takes away the identity that this one has already started to build for itself. Now, problems. Does it have problems? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is this game perfect? Absolutely not. I mean, I've got technical problems all the time. I mean, I'm losing frames right now. I'm on a $4,000 computer. That shouldn't be happening. I still go to join challenges, and I get the waiting for players glitch, and I sit there for a couple minutes and just wait for that to go away. Same thing with the return to session marker. That comes up, it doesn't go away. The replay editor, don't even get me started on the replay editor. The replay editor is completely busted. There's no keyframes. It needs work. Some of the challenges, you know, you just kind of do the same thing over and over again. They could use some tweaks. I'd like to be able to save boards and outfits and you know, like full deck setups and stuff like that. The dialogue is, honestly, I'm not even going to talk to you about the dialogue. We all know that the dialogue's not good. But with that, I mean, I just skip it. I know it is cringe. It's very cringe. But I just skip it. I don't pay any attention because I'm just here to skate. That's it. And the skating is really, 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 really good. So as long as I got that, I'm fine. I just skip all the cringe stuff they say, and then I skate, and I enjoy myself. And the story in the original skate games... They really weren't that good either. They're better. They're definitely better. They're a product of their time, so they're a little bit outdated, but they're definitely better than, you know, whatever. I wouldn't even call this a story that's in this game, but whatever semblance of story, they're definitely better than this in that regard, but they're still not that great. People really like to throw their rose-colored glasses on. If you go back and play those games, I promise, they're a lot jankier than you remember. They're pretty outdated. Amazing games, revolutionary, phenomenal for their time, a little bit outdated. I see people dissing on the art style. This is completely subjective, so you know, I don't really judge that one as much, but I also don't mind it. The characters, they're cartoony, but the one thing I like about cartoony stuff that nobody really mentions is that it never looks old. You know, like if you go play Fortnite in 10 years, yeah, it's Fortnite, cringe Fortnite, Fortnite, I know, but it's gonna look just as good as it always has. Like I said, but if you go back and play the old skate games, because they were trying to be realistic, they just look very outdated. And it's like that for a lot of games. When they try to make them look really realistic, they can only make them look as realistic for the time. And so, you know, even just a couple years down the line, they look dated versus games that have art styles. Take Borderlands, right? All the Borderlands games look just as good now as when they came out because they have an art style. And if you don't like this art style, you know, I get that. That's subjective. You know, not everybody's going to like it, of course. I personally like it. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't judge people for not liking the art style because that's completely just a sense of taste. And everybody's got different tastes. But I don't want it to go to more realistic visuals because, like I said, it's going to look outdated very quickly. And yes, like I said earlier, it's free to play, so they can update it, but why would we want them to waste time updating the visuals constantly because they just start to look outdated? That just doesn't seem like a good use of resources whenever we could just get new stuff and new stuff to do. Personally, I don't mind the art style. Not perfect. It is cartoony, but I like it. I think it's bright, it's colorful, it's fun. Could it use some tweaks? Sure, but I think it's not bad. Now, always online. Again, this one, okay, the game needs an offline mode. I agree with that 100%. I think at least for people that, you know, their internet goes out or they have bad internet or something, at least just let them go on the map and skate around and stuff and just be able to play the game normally, you know. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to do any of the events and all of that stuff if you wasn't online. But something. I should be able to boot into the game and play it without an internet connection, at least in some capacity. And the same with private matches, which I think they announced that those are coming. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure. I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention. I don't remember. But I think so. But we really need that too, so that way I can get in with some friends and just play on our own. But with all that said, what is my consensus on the game? Man, it's fun. It's really fun. I hope that they don't cave and try to just make the old games again, which I don't think they will, because the new game is different than the other ones, but it's good. It is good. The dialogue is cringe, like I said, but it's fun, which is the most important part of a game. It's why I turn a game on. It's to play and have a good time. And for skateboarding, the most important thing in the game is the skateboarding. And the skateboarding in this game is better than all 3 of the original trilogy. There's no way that some of you guys can go back and play the original trilogy and think that the skateboarding is as smooth and as clean as it is in this game. It's got some problems. It's got a fair bit of problems. It does. They need fixed. The game is still in early access. I have high hopes that they'll be fixed. And if over time they don't fix them, or if something gets worse, maybe my stance will change. Maybe I'll make another video that's not as positive as this. But for now, I'm enjoying it. I think the game is fun. I'm excited to see it grow, and I'm excited to keep making videos for you guys. And I know I probably really made some people mad on this video, but I don't care. I hope you enjoyed it anyways. And if you didn't, well, that sucks. Bye.